So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next comedian? No. I need good energy. I see somebody in the back on their phone. I want to hear it. Like, let it out. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? That's what the fuck I am talking about. That's what I want to hear. Hold on, wait a second. Because we're going to do it all over again when I say his name, damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, what it is, Royal motherfucking Wood!
Thanks. No, honestly, thank y'all so much for coming out. This is a big thing for me. So once again, give yourselves a round of applause for hanging out. So now, I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico for over 20 years now, and it's super dope. It's a fun town. One of the questions I always get asked, hey, Royal, where are all the black people? Where are all the black people? And I'm like, hey, this is New Mexico. All right? That's like me going over to Louisiana and say, hey, where are all the indigenous people? Like, and I looked, there's like 1.9%. So they're not there. Also, it's weird just for me being a black dude in Albuquerque, New Mexico, because I'll just be standing there sometimes and somebody will come up and they'll be like, hey, man, you want some weed? Or they'll be like, hey, man, where can I get some weed at? And it's fucked up because normally I have weed or I know where to get weed. So it's like, they're not wrong. But then there are times whenever, like, you know, I'm standing by and I see like this hood dude, right? A hood vato, and they're looking at me and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to fight somebody. And then they go into their back pocket and I'm like, oh shit. But then they pull out a hip hop flyer and I'm like, oh snap, all right, fine. And I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, my nigga Biz is on here? All right, I'll go. I'll go. So also make some noise for Waffle House. Are any fans of Waffle House in the building? Yeah. I love Waffle House. Go for the food, but stay for the fights. All right. Do y'all remember whenever that a while ago there was somebody threw a chair at the Waffle House lady and she batted that shit down? Yeah, you know that food must have been fucking amazing after, right? So I was hanging out with my friend, and I overheard this from like the other side, like the next table. Somebody said, "Oh no, we'll share a glass of water." Who the fuck shares a glass of water? All right, that's not even a joke. That's some shit that just broke my brain. All right, I just gotta let y'all know. So something about me, a couple years ago, I won an award. It was New Mexico Entertainment Magazine 2024 Best Local Comic Host. Cool? Yeah. It's a cool award, but it's not a prestigious award, okay? It's not like I'm gonna go to Dion's and I'm gonna order a slice of pizza and they're like, Royal, your slice of pizza is ready. And I'm like, that's not my name. And they're like, New Mexico Entertainment Magazine, Best Local. I'm not gonna go through the whole bullshit again, I'm not. But then also, I do wanna let y'all know, in that scenario, I did not put any green chili on that slice of pizza. Yeah. There's little murmurs and whatnot, because fuck that shit, all right? Like I said before, I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico for over 20 years, and I will scream this to the high heavens. You do not have to put that shit on everything. I swear to God, you don't, all right? They put it in the candles, all right? They put it in the cornbread. I heard a commercial, all right? They put it in the cookies. Matter of fact, a long time ago, this girl, we were talking, and she's like, I got some green chili down there if you want to try. And I was like, no! You need to go see a doctor, all right? Shout out to the women in the audience, all right? Keep it going, yes. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Y'all ladies, the thing about the ladies, y'all can say whatever y'all want, and us dudes, we eat that shit up. There was one time I saw online this lady, she was trying to be all sexy and posting. She was like, oh, I may not have any legs. I heard somebody breathe in real quick. But I got this nice ass kitty cat, and I was like, oh, okay then, Lieutenant Dan. You know, like. That was real fucking dumb. Also, I'm super proud of being here in Astronomia. Keep it going for Astronomia, all right? So. Now, the reason why I had this place here is because this is a non-alcoholic place. Now, mind you, this isn't here for AA. I know a whole bunch of y'all saw the AA up front. I was like, oh, shit. It's like, no, it stands for Astronomia. But I'm actually, as of March 16, 6 years sober. So I take that back, California sober. So, like, yeah. But basically, this was the breaking point for me. So I went sober around March in 2020. I don't know if y'all remember 2020, but basically a new video game was coming out, right? And so I went into my bank account to see if I had enough money for that video game. And I had way more enough money for that game, right? So I had a That's So Raven moment. And so like the universe and the cosmos and the galaxies were coming through, and I had this epiphany. If I stop drinking alcohol, I could buy more video games. All right, that's not, it's nothing important, not like health or anything, you know, but I did have my first aha moment driving. So basically, I was going to a show, and there was a DUI checkpoint. I was like, ah, fuck. But now I was like, yeah, I've been sober since 2020. I'm good, like, I'm straight. So basically, I get to the checkpoint, and the guy's about to start to spiel. Oh, hello, my name is so-and-so from ABD. I was like, sir, before you even finish, just let you know, been sober since 2020. He was like, be on your way. Could have had a fucking body in the trunk, all right? Good. So also, another thing about me, I know, right? Another thing about me, I turned 40 in a couple months. Hell yeah, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. With me turning 40, though, like, I'm learning a lot about myself, all right? I'm learning about a lot of the dumb things that I used to say that I still kind of say, you know? A lot of y'all seen, like, the show The Office with Michael Scott and everything. One of the things he used to say is, that's what she said. That was one of those jokes. One of the jokes that I like around that kind of realm of things is, that's the name of my band, all right? I don't know if anybody heard that. Like, somebody says, like, a couple words or whatever, and then somebody's like, that's the name of my band. Yeah, okay, cool. So y'all understand this one. So I'm prior military, right? And I'm getting yelled at by a staff sergeant. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He's reaming me, right? And so then he finished off with, you keep on messing up, you're gonna get a dishonorable discharge. And I laughed. He was, yeah. He was like, what's so funny, basic wood? That's what they used to call, like the trainees and stuff in the Air Force, right? I said, dishonorable discharge is the name of my band. So, just like y'all, he did not laugh as y'all. So, he didn't laugh too. I realized that, like, my vanity is one thing that I'm realizing when I'm getting older. Like, okay, so like I said, I'm not originally from here. I'm from Michigan. I went back home to Michigan, and everybody's like, Royal, you've matured, you've changed, you've grown up. And I was like, cool. I got a big head. I got an ego about it, right? So then I come back to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was crossing the street, almost got to get hit by a car. Dude yells out the window, get out the way, puto negro! And I was like, oh, I'm back. I am back. So basically, I'm also my vanity, right? My vanity is coming out a little bit with me getting older. So basically, at my job, my boss's aunt came through and she brought some cookies, right? And I didn't eat any of the cookies, I was working. But then I go back in the front and I overhear them talking and she goes, so did that young Negro boy get any of the cookies? I know. She called me young. All right, I have some of the cookies. But there better not be any green chili in them. This is how I know that I'm older. I went to go see Lil Wayne last year, right? Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper. That's why I got the hoodie and stuff like that. My favorite part of the Lil Wayne concert was when I was able to sit down. All right? Everybody was like, yeah, yeah. And I was like, yeah, yeah. So dumb. So basically, I'm learning about myself too. Like I'm learning that I can enjoy like the facts behind the things that I like. Are there any pro wrestling fans in the house? Yeah. Okay. Jake the Snake Roberts, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Okay. Jake the Snake Roberts used to come out to the ring, had a huge boa constrictor, right? In a later interview, I find out that Jake the Snake Roberts terrified of snakes. Just definitely terrified of snakes. And I thought to myself, do you know how wild that would be to have a part of your fear be a part of your stage name? All right, y'all, coming up to Astronomia, about to do what it is. Keep it going for Royal, the child support Wood. And I come out dressed like a letter from CYFD, like, I'm gonna garnish your wages, all right? Oh, S, all right, yeah, oh God, that S, I can't even say it. I got scared, sorry. So also, me and getting older, I find out that I can sit down and like watch different stuff more and have more fun with it. Y'all know the show Catfish? Yeah, Catfish is a wild show. Basically, people on the internet punking other people on the internet. That's basically Catfish, right? One of my favorite episodes of all time is these two cousins in Baltimore, all right? And I'm just gonna cut to the chase. The one cousin catfished the other cousin, okay? Yeah. The one cousin asked the other cousin, why did you catfish me? And the one cousin said, because you called me a fat ass Kelly Price. I like this audience, all right? And this is the reason why. Y'all may not know who Kelly Price is, but calling somebody a fat-ass Kelly Price is funny as fuck, all right? Also, Fat-Ass Kelly Price is the name of my band. So, that's fun. Does anybody play Dungeons and Dragons in here? Yeah? Oh, okay. This joke is actually gonna work. I'm gonna start using D&D terminology for sex, because 10 rounds sounds way better than 1 minute. So, yes. I know Serena Ochoa was talking about role play earlier. I had a weird role play situation like a long time ago. This girl, she was like, oh, do you want to role play? I'm like, yeah, sure. She's like, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the milkman, the postman? I was like, nah, I want to be Batman. And she's like, all right, cool. So she jumped up on the bed, started slinking around, just, do you gonna tear up this cat pussy with that bat dick? And I was like, yes. But it's not the dick that you want, it's the dick that you deserve. I'm very super proud of that joke, so. Oh, man. So I'm a fan of correlation, all right? Y'all know there's a correlation between the size of a man's genitalia and the size of a man's vehicle. And that works out perfectly for me because I don't own a vehicle right now. So, so you know what that means, right? Yeah, I catch the bus. A lot of people talk about like the bus system here, the transit system. A lot of stories don't even happen to me on the bus. They happened to me like either going or coming from the bus, right? I was walking in a really, really nice neighborhood. And when I mean really nice, I mean I was the only black person that lived there. And so I was walking to the bus stop and I saw a TV. And it wasn't like back in the day, like those big blocky TVs. It's like a little 24-inch flat screen. And I looked at it and I was like, I'm gonna take that TV. Astronomia. Do you know how hard it is to be a 6'4" black man walking through a white neighborhood with a TV under his arm and look like he didn't steal it? Like, come on, like, it's real hard. I was waiting for the bus one time and this girl came up, she was riding a bike and she fell off the bike and I knew she was drunk because a whole bunch of Twisted Tea cans fell out of her back pocket. And so now, mind you, I do have to let you know, this day just so happened to be Juneteenth, all right? And so we're sitting at the bus stop and we're waiting and then she looks around And she asked me the most wildest question possible. She says, hey, is today Black People Day? And, and I was already smoking a J, so I was like, yeah? Like, she wasn't wrong, but I feel like we've gotten closer. I feel like we've gotten, like more as a unit, as a family. So I'm gonna let y'all know some real stuff. I shit my pants at the bus stop. Like, trust of the fart. That happens, all right? So basically, I had to call Lyft. And so this Lyft driver had to see this 6'4" Black dude get into his car like a Tyrannosaurus Rex because my brain broke. I just shit my pants. He was like, are you all right, sir? I'm like, yeah. Just don't go over any bumps. I don't know. Guys, it was super cool. I got to see my mom last year. Yeah. My mom, I love her to death. I was able to headline in front of her. I've been able to do shows in front of her. She is a breast cancer survivor. Give it up for that. Yeah. All right. And the cool thing is she's also California sober like me. So when we went back home, what she did is she bought 8 Monster energy drinks. Like, she bought them, like, right there. And I was like, Mom, what are you going to go do? Go on Call of Duty on Xbox and tell Kyle that his mom's a bitch? Like, that is not in your wheelhouse, Anita, I taught my mom the phrase, that part. I don't know if y'all know what that part, some of y'all may know, but that part basically means, it's like a period at the end of a phrase. It's like, yo, I got to take care of my shit. I got to make sure I'm on my grind. That part, But my mom was using that for just everyday situations, all right? I'll be like, hey, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I just went ahead and I did the garden, that part. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And so I was doing a show in Ohio, and I had to go get a stand because I wanted to tape it. So we went to Best Buy, right? And so then I rang up the item and everything. I got paid for it. And she's like, are you going to get a bag? I was like, no, I have my receipt and I have my thing. And she's like, you should get a bag. Hey, give him a bag. And I was like, Mom, why do I need a bag? Like, because you need a bag so you can walk out. I was like, no, I've had the receipt and the thing. Like, do you like bags? She's like, I like bags. I was like, okay. But here's what happened. We're in the parking lot, and we're driving off, and she almost hits this guy. And I was like, Mom, you need to watch out. You almost hit that guy. And she's like, no, I didn't, unless he had a bag. That part. I was like, So, I'm super proud of my mom, and my mom is super proud of me because everywhere we went, she would brag about me, right? And she'd be like, oh, this is my baby. He went into the Air Force, He graduated college. He's doing stand-up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm so proud of him. And I'm like, Mom, this dude is bagging up our weed. He does not need to hear, any of this. I do gotta let y'all know that even though she's proud of me, she doesn't know. Like, she didn't know that legitimately right before I saw her, I shit my pants at the bus stop, and I had to call Lyft. I don't know. So we talked about some freaky stuff. We're adults, all right. We're adults here. I know we have some parents in the room, okay, and that's super dope. I'm a parent myself, and I know we talked about some freaky stuff. And here's the thing. A lot of people, they watch porn. They watch porn on their phones, guys. All right? This is the R-rated part, sir. All right? Here's the thing, and this is fucked up. It's fucked up, but a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people don't understand. Like, a lot of parents, they don't have time to be able to fully enjoy themselves as they should. So a lot of parents, they watch porn on their phone. But also for a lot of parents, they have their kids as a screensaver on their phone. A lot of y'all connecting the dots. But basically, your kid is like the first thing that you look at right before you start looking at porn on your phone. I'm sorry, guys. All right? Sorry. I'm going to let y'all know that happened to me. Okay? Earlier today, I was like, shoot, look at my son. He's so handsome. He's so talented. All right, let's check out these BBWs. Let's get it in. Yeah, baby. Like, okay, I have to let y'all know. I didn't have a whole bunch of Playboys back in the house, but I did have a lot of Lane Bryants, all right? I don't know. I'm so glad y'all knew about that. I'll be outside a tour with my hands like Birdman, like, hey, girl. Yeah, I see you got that coupon. All right. But growing up, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've always been a fan of bigger women, but I didn't know what type of bigger woman that I liked. Like when I was younger, I liked them real frumpy. You know, like there was like a piece right here and a piece right here, looking like a busted biscuit can, like, girl. And then growing up, I don't know why, I don't know if they got refined or whatever, but they got taller and broader. They looked like wall lockers and stuff, you know. Like I saw a girl at the club that looked like a Frigidaire. I was like, come here, my little Maytag. Ooh, put my snacks all up in you. All right. But yeah, like honestly, I don't like try to watch porn anymore because it's fake, guys. All of it's fake. It's dumb. Like, there was this one, it's called Fake Realtor, all right? And here's the thing, I'm not gonna get crass about it, all right? Y'all are very sophisticated people, all right? We're all for 4th and Manol, we're very sophisticated. But basically, a lady comes in, we all know she's a porn star. She's showing off the house. It's like, okay, this is the accent wall. This is the tile floors, right? They go to the bedroom. She's like, I really want you to buy this house. And he's like, oh, well, you have to, you know, entice me and whatnot. They end up having sex, all right? It's a porn. I want to see him. I want to see the rest of the house. All right. Are those the granite tops? You know, like 30 minutes to the city, 30 minutes to the beach. This is lovely. All right. And then another one. It's called White Cop, Black Dick. All right, here we go. There's a perpetrator that looks like me, and there's 2 white cops, ladies, and they say, hey, do what we tell you you're going to do, or you're going to go to jail. And you're like, all right. And they just end up having sex with the dude. That's it. And I know that's fake because if that was real, the crime rate would go through the roof. You have black guys like me saying bullshit like, oh, I thought you was going to shoot me in the face, but oh, have the tables have turned. Yeah, you a freak, dog. You a freak. I like that. I gotta ask a question. Does anybody watch porn till the end? That's what I thought. That's what I thought, because nobody watches porn to the end, right? Everybody gets to that point and they're like, "Oh, I'm a Christian. All right, let me close close that laptop real quick." There's not anybody that actually finishes a porn or finishes, and then it's just like, ah. Now let's see if he's gonna buy that house. That's real weird and or dumb. So, like I talked about before, I talked about like my insecurities. Like I'm getting older, right? And like my ego, like stuff like that. And so I was really worried about my performance. My performance in the bed. And so then one time I went and bought one of those fucking gas station dick pills the size of this goddamn microphone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, my shit was like, "Urgh! Urgh!" Fucked up my kidneys real bad, though, all right? You have to drink water with them, all right? So I go into my job, and this is a job I talked about before. But with this job, they're always asking me weird-ass questions, okay? They're always asking me weird stuff. One time, my boss said, hey, Royal, do you know that there's an app to where you can check out all the local meat in your area? I was like, yeah, dog, that's just Grindr. You're not, that's not anything new, Another supervisor, he was like, hey, Royal, we're talking about our favorite flavors of Kool-Aid, all right? Ours are cherry and grape. What are your favorite flavors, Royal? And I was like, cherry? Grape? I come from a black family. Our favorite flavors are red and purple. All right. And if there's orange, that means we have company coming over. So don't touch it. All right. So basically, during that time, I was taking the pills. All right, I went to work, right? And so my boss took over for his father. So this is around his father was still working, right? And so he comes over, this old white dude, his name is Steve. But behind his back, I like to call him Daquan. And so he goes, hey, Royal, are you doing all right? I'm like, yeah, sir, just my back hurts. And so he looks around real quick, and he gets real close, and he goes, "You need to lay off them dick pills." And I was like, whoa, wait, whoa, hold on. How do you know? That is a man with a lot of tall tales. That is a man with a lot of stories. That's a man that I don't want to take to Waffle House and share a glass of water with. You know, like, I like that shit. My man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you guys having a good time? You had a good show? I'm glad that everybody had a great time, you know, but this is my crowd work portion, and I hate it, but I have to do it, you know. This is a quick question, all right? And it's not a trick question either. Do you know what a closed answer is?
No.
You just gave me one. Don't worry. Yeah, so a closed answer is just a yes or no, all right? It's just a yes or no, but a closed answer could lead to more questions, right? But a complete answer stops all further questions, all right? Perfect example. I was at an open mic in Albuquerque, New Mexico, all right? And so the open mic host, he made a reference to incest. Everybody say ill. Yeah. There we go. All right, good people. So there was some random dude in the front, right? And he yelled, "Yeah, I had sex with my cousin." And everybody's like, "Wait, what? Like, it's like that dude saw that Catfish episode. It was like, bet, you know." But then the open mic host asked the guy why, and he was like, "Meth." That is a complete answer. All right? That is a complete answer. I don't gotta ask anything else after that. All right? Did you have sex with your cousin? Yes. Why? Meth. No further questions, Your Honor. All right? So basically, we have a dog, and the dog's name is Atticus Hamburger Fetch Duncan Wood. He's a hyphenated. All right? So basically, I let my dog out, right? And so the dog is barking, and I don't know anybody who owns dogs here, all right? Any pet people. But, yeah. So basically, my dog did the wildest thing. My dog was barking at the other dog. He's like, "Roo, roo, 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 roo." He stopped, took a shit, and then went back to barking at the other dog, right? That was wild to me because, I mean, being younger, going downtown, being out and stuff like that, that would have been wild for me to see an actual person doing stuff like that. Like, hey, man, fuck you. Fuck you, all your homies. Y'all ain't shit. Matter of fact, hold on. And another thing. Like, that's weird as hell. So basically, right? So I didn't have a shirt on, but I still had like my bottoms on, right? Like, but my neighbor didn't see that, so he was like, "Hey man, put some clothes on." And I was like, "Hey man, I do got clothes on." We went back and forth for a couple minutes, right? I got my dog back in. So this dude, he contacted my landlord, and my landlord sent me a court summons. All right. And so then I basically had to call off of work. I had to go to the Metropolitan down here. You know, they read off the docket number. I go up there, and then the judge looks at me, and they go, "Hey, can the defendant approach the bench?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And I walk up, and the judge goes, "Aren't you New Mexico Entertainment Magazine Best Local Comic?" Long story short, I got on my court case. Hey. Listen, y'all. First and foremost, thank y'all for coming out tonight. This has been a big thing for me, and this has been a couple months, couple years in the making. So once again, thank y'all so much for coming out. Y'all been super dope. All right, thank you. Now, another thing too, a lot of y'all may know this, but some of y'all may not. I was in a car accident, I want to say like a month ago to this day, and like I got this nasty scar or whatnot, like I was in the hospital. honestly, it's wild to even stand here and be in front of y'all to be able to still tell jokes. But I'm just thankful every day to be able to do this and to be able to give y'all the gift of being able to make y'all laugh. And so I just appreciate y'all, and I'm thankful for every day that I'm 6 feet over and being able to see y'all faces. So thank y'all so much. And thank you. I love you too.